Here's how you can get clients for your photography or creative business without using social media. Now, I've been selling on e-commerce for about 4 years with no social media and been doing photography, videography and the graphic design side professionally for a year now. And in all this time, I've had no real social media presence for this, but I'm still managing to book in clients. So how am I doing this? This came down to one thing, which was my network. Now, that's not necessarily networking in the sense of going out there and talking to people, going to fairs, going to conferences. That is part of networking, but I'm looking at my network itself. Many people have said it, but one of the best ways to get clients is through referrals, is through word of mouth. And you never know who knows who and what might be in their network itself. And you need to be able to tap into that. Now, this can mean doing some free work or discounted work at the beginning, but it can lead you to build up your portfolio more. It can lead you to ironing out your business processes as well and checking that everything works before you start landing those bigger clients. So how did I build this network? Essentially started out with just friends, families and colleagues of the place that I worked at the time. And this became just talking to them and putting the word out saying, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm looking to offer, here is my website and my portfolio. So I've got something to back up my claims as well and say that I'm serious about doing this. And it's not just a conversation over a pint at the pub. I'm serious, I want to do this. Now, from that network, I was able to discover on one side a sister of a person who was a designer who ended up giving me some of her work because she was fully booked and needed to pass this client on to somebody else. This became a referral in the network. On the other side was a friend who was a musician. So by doing a music video for free for them, allowed me to tap into his network, which turned out to be a massive roster of bands and artist managers. At this point, it becomes almost like a family tree, and it's something you want to keep track of is from your immediate network, who have you got? In the case of here, I have the musician who's a friend. I do some work for free for them. It trickles down into their network and branches out, and suddenly I've got a load of bands. And what I did for them was essentially offer out a discounted price of work, which was they put down a deposit. So I have dates secured and money coming in. And for the first song, they get a discounted music video for working with me. Go in, do your thing, do a fantastic job, and you've got evergreen clients there. Now in those bands, each one of those bands is up to 4 people, and they pass it out into their network when they get referrals. And it very, very quickly snowballs out. It can be slow at the start to find the right people, but it snowballs out into this effect. And you want to do your best to keep track of this client tree because it becomes your list of people to contact. Now, what's great about this is you don't really know who's on the other end of these things. So from the designer side, I ended up landing some work with a company over in Canada, which is not something I ever thought I would be able to do. But once you've got your foot in the door, maybe done a free offer or a discounted offer, as soon as you branch down, that's where my full prices come in. So over the few months of me first starting out and having the website up and running, it became about reaching out into this network and finding the people who be able to refer me onto work. And that's where I'd make a decision whether I do it for free, whether I do it discounted. If it's a bit more of a colder lead, I would offer a free one so people get used to working with me. It's no risk for them. And then if I kind of know them, it becomes a discounted thing. But then if they've approached me from the network, it becomes a full price thing. You'd be surprised how quickly this can build up from the initial reach out. The other flip side to your network is to look at your geographical location. So a large amount of business I actually got from Google Maps. And this is just by creating a business account linked to my website on Google Maps, having everything look professional, getting people to review the sites as well and give 5-star ratings, allowed me to start getting people from outside of the network, from just my location, to come and book with me. Suddenly I had some work coming up with local businesses, and that's how you can make your name for yourself in the local area as well. Google Maps is a great one because if people type into Google a photographer in your location, it's going to ping up on the maps all of these ones. And most of the time people go to the one that looks professional, which means having lots of 5-star reviews, good reviews. Again, you can get people in your network to give you the reviews. Every job you do, get a review for Google Maps and have that website looking great. Have all your information filled out on the business suite there, opening times, mobile numbers, emails, everything that takes away the risk of that person contacting you. And when they do get back to you, get back to them in a quick amount of time. These 2 methods really allowed me to grow a business without actually having any social media accounts for it at all. The third method then, and my kind of least favorite, but is to do the cold emailing and cold calling, which is really reaching out to all the local businesses and sort of cold emailing them. If you follow this approach, I wouldn't do it in a sense of here's an offer I can have, but do it more as putting yourself on their radar, which is saying these are the services you provide, you're within the local area, if you ever need me, here I am. Don't go forward saying here's some offers, here's some discounts and all of this. Just make yourself known to the community and known to the location that you're in. People are far more likely then to reach out in the future because they already know you exist. Because the music video side started going well for me, what I ended up doing was reaching out to rehearsal studios and just simply asking, can I put posters up? Can I give discounted offers to the bands that you work with here? And they were more than happy to do that as well, because it's part of that community. So you've got to think kind of creatively with this, and it does require a lot of talking, a lot of research, a lot of going out, and it might feel slow to begin with, but once those first kind of referrals come in, it does start trickling out. But you're going to be glad for it because you really want to iron out that business process. And I know I'm saying it again, but it's because it's so crucial that when you do get those big clients start to come in that are paying a lot of money, you need to give that professional approach, that business approach. And that is something that is different to your photography and your creative skills. It's how you manage the project. Friends and family, and even friends of family, are far more likely to forgive you if you're just starting out and trying to work this than a big client who's paying you lots of money. So if you've watched this video to the end, some actions you can take straight away coming off the back of this is to write down on a piece of paper your name at the top, and then start to branch your network out. Who are the people you're going to contact? From there, track out if there's anything useful within their network and start to offer out or get them to refer you on, and just start building that network. Make yourself a Google business profile and get it onto the Google Maps as well. And again, get people to review you, make sure all the information is filled out, and then start to reach out locally to places that may advertise what you do. Yes, it will require free work at the start, but that's absolutely fine. Just don't live off it forever. You want to make money from this, but do just enough free stuff to start to build out that network, get the referrals in, and really fine tune how you're going to run your business. So I hope that was useful for you. Please do like and subscribe, and good luck trying to find some clients. I'll see you in the next one.